It's that time of year, so we are all back in school. We're being re-exposed to toxins, trauma, stress, which thoughts, right? So what are we doing to support our kiddos throughout the summer in order to get them able to go back to school and not get immediately sick? So we know that typically the environments are changing throughout the month, being out for the summer, and then coming back to maybe moldier buildings, different dust, different particles, different toxins, different things. So we want to be able to support the terrain of our children's bodies and ourselves, especially the people that work in the school system and support the school system. So bus drivers, teachers, principals, PE coaches, everybody that's being in this environment along with the children. So I always am asked during the summer or at the end of the year, what can we do for Johnny when, we're preparing him for school? So these are my top 6 options, but I always preface it with, let's check their specific bodies. So there's a few things depending on what your functional assessment questionnaire comes back with goals for your children. Some of them have issues with paying attention. Some patients have issues sitting and staying calm. Some of them are having some sugar dysregulation. Some of them are having some gut issues. And those do play a role in how they perform in school and how they're able to focus in school. So one of my favorite ones is a home collection test of neurotransmitter levels done through urine. And these are simple strips that you just have them collect urine cup and then dip the strips in, send them out. And this can really tell us where their neurotransmitters are at, where excitatory and inhibitory, and maybe what foods we need to introduce into their bodies in order to help balance or calm their nervous system. This is a great test to do with kids, teenagers, and even myself. And then this is awesome. This is an immuno panel. This is going to test your kids or your blood work and any antibodies that grow against over 110 foods. If there is a reaction, whether it's delayed or if it's anaphylactic, it will show up in that report, and that is going to be a great way to start calming down your histamine reactions and getting the foods out of your diet that are triggering your immune system and maybe flaring up your gut. And that takes me to my last and favorite test for kiddos is a full GI mapping of their GI tract. It's 3 days long. We can do it in 1 day if needed, but this is going to give me how is the pancreas producing enzymes? Does the stomach have enough acid? Is the gallbladder breaking down fats and absorption? I'm looking for inflammatory markers, any dysbiosis or metabolic support that's needed, any infections, any parasites, any yeast overgrowths, fungal overgrowths, etc. You get the idea. But that's the testing I recommend before I ever recommend a supplement. So follow for the next one where I'm going to tell you what these 6 supplements are that I would recommend for children going back to school or supporting their immune system throughout the year. All right, so I would definitely consider for kids getting prepped and ready for the summer break or going into back to school, Albizia. Albizia is an antihistamine, so it helps reduce any allergies from foods that they may be eating, and it's also very safe for kids. It's just a tree bark extracted, and it helps reduce inflammation, and it also calms down any histamine reactions to any food allergies while you're pending and waiting for your allergy list to come back. So I like to start them out with this small dose just to get some histamine responses down. Then secondly, I am a huge advocate of this specific concoction. So this has honeysuckle, reishi mushrooms, and elderberry all in one. When the kiddos aren't feeling good, we can do 3 dropperfuls, 1 throughout the day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But then when we're just trying to support and maintain, 1 dropperful per day is all you really need. And this is really going to be great for adaptogenics from the reishi, immune system regulation, and also building up that white blood cell count so that we can fight the toxins and the germs that we're going to be introduced to again. And then of course, mushrooms. Mushrooms are amazing, and since these are good for kiddos, these have all kinds of things to support their brain, their kidneys, their gut, their skin. There's just so much in this. It's an amazing idea if you're just looking for immune system support, and it's adaptogenic, food-based. Immune Plus, this one is a little concoction we just recently came out with, and this is really good for the kiddos. It tastes good. It's a mixed berry flavor with, of course, all natural flavoring. And it has echinacea, astragalus, and this is really good for white blood cell count, also cooling and calming down the liver and supporting liver and kidneys and skin. And then if the kiddos needing to calm down and get to bed, because sleep is super important when they're getting back on their circadian rhythm of the new bus schedule. So Chill and Calm, or Calm and Chill. This has some chamomile, valerian root, and it is really good to calm down and get them sleeping, also calming down their GI tract if there's any inflammation there. And then lastly, if the stool test comes back and it looks like you're low on probiotics, I love this chewable one. It's simple. You keep it in the fridge. They chew it with their breakfast, lunch, or dinner. So those are the top 6 supplements. If I didn't have a test done, I'd start looking into those and seeing what we could support. But while you're pending success, this is my go-to.